I'm Bruce Lewis from RE/MAX by the Bay here in Portland, Maine. I've been a sales trainer for about 30 years. For the last 5, I've been concentrating on training agents and brokers in our industry. As you may well be aware, we are experiencing a downturn in our industry. And when that happens, I hear the old phrase come up, well, it's time to get back to the basics. And yet when I ask them what those basics are, I hear the same old thing. We've got to work harder, work smarter, and work longer. Those are wonderful philosophies, but I don't think those are the answers. I think every great business or individual that rises to the top did so based on 10 basic actions and beliefs. I want to talk about 2 of those today that are very important to me and I hope to you, and I hope that these will help you. In the following weeks, I'll talk about the other 8. Today, I want to talk about number 1 in my mind, understanding what is the most important product in any real estate transaction. It's not the home, and it's not the land, and it's not the investment property. That product that's so important is you. Before any contract is entered into, before any listing is taken, before any money changes hands, all they know about you and your business is how you look, walk, talk, and act. You are the most important product. I am appalled to go to real estate meetings, whether they're with another group of real estate brokers, or we go to list a property or show a property, even at closings. I'm appalled about the grooming and dress of a lot of the agents and brokers that show up. This is not a dress-down business. We've got to take it more seriously than that. We are being entrusted by our clients, prospecting customers with the most financial important aspect of their existence, buying a home or selling a home. And we've got to look the part. If we're not dressed right and groomed right, it tells a lot about what we think about ourselves and our business. We boast about being professional. We all want to be professional. But before we can do the professional parts of our business, we've got to look the part. We've got to look like a professional. Now, we're growing up in this market today. If some of you are new to it or have been in it a while, this whole new industry has come to the forefront called staging. We pay hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars to bring individuals in to redo the entire house. We paint ceilings and we paint walls and we redo floors. We bring in furniture, we get rid of furniture, we do everything. So when a buyer comes to look at the property, that first impression will be the best impression. And then we go outside and we want the lawn done just right and the shrubs done just right and the front porch clear of clutter and all those things to create curb appeal, first good impression. I want you to go to the mirror now and look in the mirror and say, when was the last time I was staged? And how's my curb appeal? That's very, very important. Before we can do the part, we've got to act the part and look the part. Staging and curb appeal. Don't show up at your next closing. Don't show up at your next appointment looking like someone that doesn't deserve the chance. An old mentor of mine in the real estate business, when there's a group of people together on a real estate transaction, nobody should have to ask who the real estate agent is. Now the next and second most important basic that we have to deal with is time. I want you to raise your hand and pledge to me right now, I never, ever, 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 ever will be late again. You know the facts of life are in this real estate business? Most of us are time bandits. They say you can steal a person's money and they can replace it. But if you steal a person's time, it's gone forever. And whether they say it or not, they're going to resent it. I'll give you an example. About 10 o'clock this morning, I had 2 agents coming to interview to see if I would allow them into my coaching program. Now, the appointment was at 10 o'clock. At 10:07, they come breezing in, full of smiles and energy, and saying, we're ready to go. And I said, no. The appointment was at 10 o'clock. It's 10:07. Don't you think what we're going to do here today deserved you being on time? I do. Ask yourself, how many times have I been late last week? Oh, let's shorten that up and say, how many times have I been late today? You know, there's an old saying, there's real time and realtor time. Most of us operate on realtor time. We are always, always late. That's an insult to whoever's we've come to see. I've been to real estate meetings where 1,000 brokers and agents come to talk to some great speech maker who's going to talk about our industry. And invariably, for the first 30 minutes, they're trickling in the door. We need to be more adult. We need to stop being children. Because I'll tell you, when it comes to being on time, there are no excuses. No excuses. You're only late. The great comedian Chris Rock said, "My father told me when I was young, you're either early or you're late." So these first two basics, I want you to remember them. I may have insulted you, and that's okay, all right? If you want to talk about what we talked about today, call me on my phone number. It's at the bottom of the screen. But remember, we've got to look like professionals, and we've got to be on time. I hope this helped you, and have a great week in real estate, because I'm convinced you are the best.